Thank you, Dr. Crown, for this introduction. Good afternoon to some, good evening to some, and I am sure there's a morning somewhere. So good morning. My name is Sharon Higgins, and of course, at the risk of sounding repetitive, I am the owner of Olim Lifestyle Management company consulting firm, and also the operator of the Brooklyn MBDA Business Center. It's a center that is funded through the US Department of Commerce that help minority-owned firms with revenue of 500,000 or more each year to generate access to capital, access to market, and general business development, services. I have over 19 years experience working as an economic development practitioner, serving at-risk communities in New York. Now, I am most honored to be presenting to this esteemed group of individuals. And my takeaway from this event is I'm seeing, that's a theme here. It's things at risk, however, we have opportunities. We have learned today from, the risk of returning citizens who were incarcerated. We learn about unrealized opportunities, in terms of businesses and opportunity for entrepreneur versus necessity entrepreneurship. We have also learned about community engagement. We have covered also, we've seen the justices learn some civics while we were at it and seen how women are, running the world. So that brings me to, before I should congratulate the Medgar Evers College and the Center of Business Research and Business Economic Research for this success today, a very successful day. The points were made and it is received. So I would like to talk with you today about the role of colleges and universities around economic development, particularly communities at risk. Before I get into it, I take you back so that we can look forward. So historically, colleges and universities are key in, developing minds, trained individuals to actually meet what is evolving economically. So when we look at, case in point, when we look back at, agriculture, moving into the industrial world to see how education changed and shaped to provide, a market. We have looked back, we see World War, look at World War II, where the GI Bill that came in facilitated women, to go to college, veterans who were at risk, to learn and get involved in the economy as we know it today. Civil rights movement was evolved out of this move. So, giving minority opportunities, fair opportunities to go to college, automation and technology, right? Which ultimately facilitate this type of communication while we are facing a pandemic. So I say this to say that colleges and universities provide, the training, and as Ms. Welch just said, training and workforce development that is needed as we evolve, as we, right now we're in the endemic phase of the pandemic, right? Where we just lost over 5.5 million people worldwide, parallel with a fast developing digital world, as well as an active and a passive war, right? Now, the universities and colleges are at the forefront in providing answers again. And we need real-time training, so that we can, move to the next step, right? I go back earlier to spoke about a studies that MBDA conducted in 2021. And that study, it's out, the Office of Policy Analysis Development, they predicted that minorities will become the majority in 2044. However, we have a productivity rate that is lagging and need to be, increased or improved. And one of the ways that we need to do that is to retrain the workforce. That was a major idea that came out of the study, that we need to be retrained retrain the workforce so that they could enter into higher paying jobs. Higher paying jobs, entrepreneur can learn about new markets, learn about the digital world so that they could access e-commerce as well. So the opportunities although it's a sad time, the opportunities are there as well. So I will not go into some of what the 5.0 economy is predicting, because I think we have exhausted that by now. However, what I would say is that, a main point is that it's shifting from profit to people. That's what is coming out of that, and that customers are looking for tailored experience. So to keep it short, while we struggle through this whole unprecedented time where demand and supply chain disruption today, we should rest assured that we do not know enough to become pessimistic. So this is why the 11th International Conference, hosted by Medgar Evers College, University of New York, and the Center of Business and Economic Research, is so relevant today. And this message and the program is so relevant. So I say thank you for the opportunity, and have a good day.